Math teachers before be like. Are math students be like? If a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. Explore other ways of computing and solving math.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Introduction to Vedic Mathematics. My name is Alexis V. de la Cruz, your certified teacher of Vedic Maths. I'm not so sure whether you are already familiar with this or not. Is this the first time that you have heard about this Vedic mathematics? Vedic math is the world's fastest mental algebraic mathematics system. It offers over 100 math tricks. Vedic mathematics is becoming popular all over the world due to the following. It helps a person to solve problems 10 to 15 times faster. Calculate answer in less than 5 seconds. It reduces burden. Need to learn tables up to 9 only. It provides one-line answer. Amazing, right? It is a magical tool to reduce scratch work and finger counting. It increases concentration. Time saved can be used to answer more questions. Vedic maths is a gift given to this world by the ancient scholars of India. The name Vedic maths is derived from a Sanskrit word Veda, which means knowledge. It is a collection of techniques or sutras to solve math problems in an easy and faster way. By Vedic methods, difficult problems or long sums can be solved immediately. Let me give you a short history about Vedic mathematics. It is a system of mathematics which was discovered by Indian mathematician Jagadguru Sri Bharati Krishna Tirthaji in the period between 1911 and 1918, and publishes findings in a Vedic mathematics book by Tirthaji Maharaj. Known as the father of Vedic maths, he was born in March 1884 in the Puri village of Orissa state in the country of India. He was very good in subjects like mathematics, science, humanities, and was excellent in Sanskrit language. His interests were also in spiritualism and meditation. In fact, he rediscovered the Vedic sutras when he was practicing meditation in the forest near Sringeri. He claims that these sutras or techniques he learned and he intuitively rediscovered them when he was practicing meditation for 8 years. Later, he wrote the sutras on the manuscripts but were lost. Finally, in the year 1957, he wrote introductory volume of 16 sutras which is called Vedic Mathematics and planned to write other sutras later. But soon, he developed cataract in both of his eyes and passed away in the year 1960. Why use Vedic maths? The 16 sutras or formulae and 13 sub-sutras or sub-formulae or corollaries form a useful platform to speed up mental calculations. Using regular mathematical steps, solving problems sometimes are complex and time-consuming. But using Vedic mathematics, general techniques, and specific techniques, numerical calculations can be done very fast. The calculation strategies provided by Vedic mathematics are creative and useful and can be applied in a number of ways, which can be used for problems involving arithmetic, algebra, geometry, calculus, and conics. Vedic maths highlights simple steps incorporated in the Vedas of solving complex problems in an easier, logical, and interesting manner. The simplicity of Vedic mathematics means that the calculations can be carried out mentally. It also lends a helping hand as you progress to higher classes because Vedic maths always has a shorter way for solving quadratic and other polynomial functions and equations that one would encounter in higher classes. What are the techniques or sutras in Vedic mathematics? There are general techniques which are applicable to all sets of given data and specific techniques applicable only to specific sets of given data. Here are the 16 sutras in the Hindi language. Let's translate. Here are the 16 sutras in the English language. Pero po, for the sake of this presentation, hindi ko po i-discuss sa inyo yung 16 sutras. Namili lang po ako rito at nag-come up with 20 math shortcuts na i-discuss ko po sa inyo. Now, let me present to you Vedic mathematics. Using the above-mentioned sutras in no particular order, I will tell you some Vedic math tricks or shortcuts to solve your math problems with higher accuracy and in the least time. Starting with completing the whole. We have the lessons, the 10-point circle, using subtraction to simplify addition, using addition to simplify subtraction, and simplifying addition by groups of 10. Here, we're going to use the sutras by completion or non-completion and by the deficiency. This is the 10-point circle. Kung makikita nyo po, isinulat yung numbers 1 to 10 clockwise, followed by numbers 11 to 20, same clockwise. In this 10-point circle, when we draw a line to connect numbers from left to right, mabubuo natin ang mga number pairs. Ang mga pairs na ito, kapag inad, makakakuha tayo ng 10. Like in this 10-point circle, we have the 5 number pairs. 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, 4 and 6, and of course, 5 to itself, 5 plus 5. Gagamitin natin ang mga number pairs na ito na matatandaan natin mula dito sa 10-point circle kapag nag-add na tayo ng mas marami pang numbers. Math shortcut number 1. Looking for tens. Add number pairs or groups totaling to 10 or multiples of 10 first. Halimbawa po, ang given ay 7 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4. Usually po, in the conventional method, ang ginagawa natin dyan, i-add natin from left to right. 7 plus 6 is 13, 13 plus 3 is 16, and 16 plus 4 is 20. Pero po sa Vedic math, having the idea of the 10-point circle, kung saan nakita na po natin at alam na natin ang mga number pairs that is equal to 10, yun na po agad ang i-add natin. You could look for number pairs that make multiples of 10. Ang mga number pair na iyon ay 7 plus 3 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10. Kaya po magka-come up agad tayo sa 10 plus 10 equals 20. Ganon din po kung mahabang listahan ng numbers ang given. Hahanapin na natin yung mga number pairs that is equal to 10. Like 7 and 3, 8 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 3 and 7, and another example here, tatlo naman sila, 5 plus 3 plus 2. So, ilang number pairs equal to 10 ang nakita natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that is 50 plus 9 na lang ang ating iisipin, which is equal to 59. Math shortcut number 2, by creating zeros. Mentally create zeros by transferring. Halimbawa naman po, ang given natin ay 34 plus 56. Mentally transfer 4 from 34 to 56 to make it a whole 60. Kapag 60 kasi at ito ay nag-i-end sa 0, mas madaling i-process ng ating mind ang pag-a-add. Ililipat natin yung 4 sa 56 to make it 60 at saka natin ito mapapadaling i-add. Kaya po, magiging 30 plus 60 is equal to 90. Another example, 65 plus 97. Ita-transfer ko naman yung tatlo or 3 from 65 to 97 para maging 100 na siya. So, yung 65 minus 3, naging 62 na lang yun. 97 plus 3, naging 100 na. Madali nang may add ang 62 plus 100, which is equal to 162. Math shortcut number 3. By completion or by the deficiency. Add a round number first before deducting the excess or the deficient. Halimbawa po, ang given natin ay 59 plus 4. Ira-round off natin yung 59 to 60 dahil ito ang malapit sa multiples of 10. Dahil 60 plus 4 is equal to 64, babawasan natin to ng isa dahil kanina ay nag-round off lang tayo. At nagdagdag tayo ng isa para maging 60 ang 59. So, ibabawas natin siya ngayon. 64 minus 1 is equal to 63. So, 59 plus 4 is equal to 63. Another example, 38 plus 24. Ira-round off ko naman ngayon ang 38 to make it 40. Dahil deficient ito ng dalawa. 40 plus 24 ay madali nang mai-add sa isip natin. 40 plus 24 is equal to 64. Ibabawas ko yung deficient kanina na idinagdag ko. 64 minus 2 is equal to 62. So, 38 plus 24 is equal to 62. Math shortcut number 4. Subtracting near a base. When subtracting a number close to a multiple of 10, just subtract from the multiple of 10 and correct the answer accordingly. Ang tinutukoy po natin ditong near a base, ang ibig sabihin ay near a multiple of 10. Halimbawa po, 53 minus 29. Ang 29 ay malapit sa multiple of 10 na 30. Mas madali nating i-minus mentally ang 30 from 53. At magagawa natin ito without regrouping or without borrow. 53 minus 30 is equal to 23. Ibabalik ko po yung 1. 23 plus 1 is equal to 24. Mentally, madali natin itong magagawa dahil mas madaling i-minus yung 30 sa 53. 53 minus 30 equals 23 plus 1 equals 24. So, 53 minus 29 is equal to 24. Another example, 45 minus 18. Ang 18 ay malapit sa multiple of 10 na 20. So, 45 minus 20. Madali natin yun maiisip o makukompute mentally. 45 minus 20 is equal to 25. Plus 2. 25 plus 2 is equal to 27. So, 45 minus 18 is equal to 27. Next, we have the sutra, all from 9 and the last from 10. This is applicable to the lessons, subtracting number from tens and application with money. Say we have the example, 1,000 minus 357. Kung conventional method po ang gagamitin natin, we start from the right going to the left. Kadalasan po ganito ang ginagawa natin. We slash all the zeros and replace it with the following numbers on the top of it. Naglalagay po tayo ng 10 on the first zeros and 9 on the succeeding zeros going to the left. At yung huling-huling digit, ini-slash din po natin yon to subtract 1. So, we start from the right, 10 minus 7 equals 3. 9 minus 5 equals 4. 9 minus 3 equals 6. So, wala na tayong ibababa dahil binawasan na natin yung 1. Pero kadalasan din po, Yung mga estudyante natin, nakakalimutan na tong bawasan na ibababa pa rin nila yung 1 o yung huling digit or huling non-zero digit. In Vedic math, we do the solving of subtraction and any other operation from left to right. Kabaliktaran po ito ng conventional method natin. Nagsisimula po sa kaliwa papunta sa kanan. Sa ganong paraan, nasasabi rin agad ang sagot ng mabilisan. Having the same example, 1,000 minus 357, in the math Vedic way, wala na pong kailangang slash at sulatan sa taas. We can already announce that the answer is 643. Let me show you how. When subtracting a number from a power of 10, subtract all digits from 9 and the last from 10. In the example given, 1,000 minus 276, lagi nyo lang pong iisipin yung rule na all from 9 and the last from 10. So 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 7 equals 2, and the last is from 10, so 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. So 1,000 minus 276, may i-announce po agad natin ang answer, which is 724. Paano naman po kung yung dulo ay 0? So if the number ends in 0, use the last non-zero number as the last number. So iisipin pa rin po natin yung rule na all from 9 and the last from 10. So in this example, 10,000 minus 4,250, all from 9, last from 10, 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 2 is 7, then 10 minus 5 is 5, and then bring down 0. So the answer is 5,750. Paano naman po kung kulang o mas konti yung number of digits, non-zero digits, kaysa doon sa number of zeros? Kagaya po dito, merong 4 na zeros at merong 3 non-zero digits. So if the number is less digits, then append zeros to the start. So follow pa rin po natin yung all from 9 and the last from 10. Maglalagay daw po tayo ng 0 dun sa unahan. So 9 minus 0 is 9, 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 2 is 7, and the last from 10 minus 5 is 5. So 10,000 minus 425 is equal to 9,575. Paano naman po kapag yung unahang digit ay hindi 1? When subtracting from a multiple of a power of 10, just decrement the first digit by 1, then subtract remaining digits. So, babawasan na po agad natin ng 1. For example, 4,000 minus 257, yung 4 bawasan agad natin ng 1 equals 3. Then follow all from 9 and the last from 10. 9 minus 2 equals 7, 9 minus 5 equals 4, 10 minus 7 equals 3. 4,000 minus 257 is equal to 3,743. Next is the number splitting. Used in the lesson, splitting number to simplify problem. And we're going to use the sutra proportionately. Math shortcut number 6. Number splitting in addition. Mas mabilis at mas madali po ang mental calculations kung i-split natin o hahatiin natin ang ating numbers into digits. Pero kailangan po nating pakaisipin kung saan natin din i-split ang number. For example, 3,642 plus 2,439. This sum can look somewhat daunting. Split into 2 or more manageable sums. Dito po ako maghahati sa pagitan ng 36 at 42 at pagitan naman ng 24 at 39. The split allows one to add 36 plus 24 and 42 plus 39, both of which can be done mentally. Yun muna pong i-add ko yung kulay red, yung 36 plus 24. Ma-add po natin yun mentally, which is equal to 60. 42 plus 39. When you add that mentally, makukuha nyo po ang 81. So, 3,642 plus 2,439 is equal to 6,081. Another example, 342 plus 587. Kung dito ko po siya in-split between 3 and 42, 5 and 87, pag nag-add po ko ng 3 plus 5, 8 agad ang nasa isip ko nun. Pero po, since merong regrouping na magaganap ito sa kabila, 4 plus 8 is 12. 2 plus 7 is 9. Makikita nyo po, doon ko nilagay yung 1 sa baba. So, kailangan ko pong dagdagan ng 1 yung 8. A carry of 1 over the line is required. Pero po, pag in-split ko siya between 34 and 2, 58 and 7, 34 plus 58, kaya po natin siyang i-mentally na maire-regroup agad natin yung 1 to 92. And 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. So, hindi po tayo masyadong malilito with the regrouping sa ating pagkaka-split sa way na ito. So, 342 plus 587 is equal to 929. Math shortcut number 7. Number splitting in subtraction. The same can be done for subtraction. Mag-i-split din po tayo para mas madali tayo makapag-subtract ng malalaking numbers o yung mahahaba o mararaming digit na number. For example, 3,642 minus 2,439. Mag-i-split po ko between 36 and 42 and between 24 and 39. The split allows one to subtract 36 minus 24, yung nakakulay red po, equal to 12. 42 minus 39, yung nakakulay blue po, that is equal to 3, which can be done mentally. 3,642 minus 2,439 is equal to 1,203. Kung mapapansin nyo po, ang pagmaminus ay from left to right din. Math shortcut number 8. Number splitting in multiplication. Pwede rin po ang number splitting in multiplication. Though, marami pa po tayong math tricks or math shortcuts na magagamit sa multiplication. Gusto ko lang pong ipakita na pwede rin itong gamiting number splitting. For example, we have 263 times 2. Pwede po natin silang i-split into or between 26 and 3, tapos po ulitin lang natin yung 2. 26 times 2 is 52, 3 times 2 is 6. Combining it, 526. So, 263 times 2 is equal to 526. Math shortcut number 9. Number splitting in division. Pwede rin pong gamitin ang number splitting sa division. But, sometimes, it requires more parts. Mas marami pong pag-split na magaganap. Depende po dun sa number na ibinigay o dun sa ating given. In our example, 6,234 divided by 2, isang split lang po ang ginawa ko. That is between 62 and 34. Ang i-divide po muna natin ay yung 62 divided by 2, which can be done mentally. 62 divided by 2 is 31. Next po yung nasa right side na 34 divided by 2. Dahil maliit na po yung number, composed of 2 digits, kaya natin itong gawin mentally. 34 divided by 2 is 17. Combining, we have 3,117. So, the answer in 6,234 divided by 2 is equal to 3,117. Another example. 30,155 divided by 5. Dito po, dalawang split ang ginawa ko. 30 divided by 5 is 6, 15 divided by 5 is 3, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. Combining, di na po natin isasama yung 0, 631 or 631. So the answer in 30,155 divided by 5 is 631. Then we have doubling and halving, used in the lessons, mentally multiplying and dividing by 2, mentally multiplying and dividing by 4 and 8, mentally multiplying and dividing by 5, 50, and 25, and using number relationships to simplify a problem. Again, we are still using the sutra proportionately. Math shortcut number 10. Doubling by the sutra proportionately. Adding a number to itself is called doubling. It is also multiplying a number by 2. In the given example, we double 23. 23 plus 23, that is 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 3, 6. So we have 46. Mentally, we can double each column and then combine results. Doubling 58, double 50 first, and then add double 8. Double 50 is 100, double 8 is 16. 100 plus 16 is equal to 116, and that is doubling. Also, grouping columns may simply or simplify the problem. Doubling 263 will mean 263 plus 263. But mentally, para mas madali po natin itong magawa, we double 260 muna. Double 260, that is 520. And add double 3, that is 6. 520 plus 6 is equal to 526. Another example. Practice how to approach a problem. 736. Lagi po nating tatandaan, ang Vedic math, ang tinuturo sa atin ay more on mental computation. So mentally, the problem can be broken into two problems. 736 will be broken down into 700 plus 36. Double each of these and combine. Double 700 will give you 1,400. Double 36 will give you 72. Combine. 1,400 plus 72 is equal to 1,472. And that is the doubling of 736. Ngayon naman po, gagamitin natin ang natutunan natin sa doubling in multiplying by 4 and 8. Again, this is by doubling proportionately. Doubling can be used to multiply by 4. Just double the number twice. Let's say we have 35 times 4. Ido-double natin ang 35 will give us 70. Ido-double natin yung 70, that will give us 140. So 35 times 4 is equal to 140. Again, magagawa po natin ito mentally. Paano naman kung mas malaki yung number? Similarly, 163 times 4. Kagaya po ng natutunan natin kanina sa doubling, pwede natin siyang hatiin. 160 muna ang ating i-double. Doubling 160 will give us 320. Doubling 3 will give us 6. Then combine. 320 and 6 or 326. I-double pa natin ang 326. 320 muna ang ating i-double. Doubling 320 will give us 640. Then double 6 will give us 12. 640 plus 12 is equal to 652. So 163 times 4 is equal to 652. Doubling can be used to multiply by 8. This time, tatlong ulit po tayong magdodobling. Let's say we have 35 times 8. Doubling 35 the first time will give us 70. Doubling 70 for the second time will give us 140. And doubling 140 the third time will give us 280. So 35 times 8 is equal to 280. Similarly, kung malaki po ulit ang number, 163 times 8, doubling 160, and doubling 3 will give us 326. 326 now, doubling it, 320, doubling 320, and doubling 6 will give us 652. Doubling 650, that is equal to 1,300, and doubling 2 is 4. When combining them, will give you 1,304. So 163 times 8 is equal to 1,304. Math shortcut number 11. Having proportionately. Having is also dividing a number by 2. It can be simplified by breaking or splitting the number into smaller, more manageable parts. Let's say we have half of 42 is 21. Just half each column. Half of 40 is 20, and half of 2 is 1. Combining them will give us 21. Another example. Half of 56 is 28. Just half 50 and half 6, then add. Half of 50 is 25, and half of 6 is 3. 25 plus 3 is equal to 28. Mentally, the problem can be broken into two problems. Let's say we have 736. Breaking it down to 700 plus 36. Half each of these and combine. Half of 700 is 350. Half of 36, as we know, is 18. 350 plus 18 is equal to 368. So half of 736 is 368. Ginagawa po natin ang ganitong halving proportionately para mas madali natin itong ma-solve mentally. Halving can be used to divide by 4. Just half the number twice. Let's say we have 72 divided by 4. Half of 72, that is 70 and 2. Half of 70 is 35, and half of 2 is 1. Combining them, we got 36. Half of 36 is half of 30 and half of 6, which will give us 15 and 3 equals 18. Similarly, if we have 164 divided by 4, half of 164, pwede pong half of 160 and 4. 50 plus 30 plus 2. That is 82. And half of 82, half of 80 and 2 is 40 and 1 equals 41. So 164 divided by 4 is equal to 41. Halving can be used to divide by 8. Just half the number 3 times. Let's say we have 72 divided by 8. Half of 72, we got 36. Half of 36, we got 18. And for the third time, half of 18, we have 9. So 72 divided by 8 is equal to 9. Similarly, if we have 504 divided by 8, half of 504, that could be half of 500 is 250, half of 4 is 2. We got 252. Next, half of 252. Half of 200, half of 50, and half of 2. We got 126. And for the third time, half of 126, we have half of 120 and half of 6. So we have 63. So 504 divided by 8, by having it 3 times, we got 63. Now let's have math shortcut number 12. multiplying by 5, 50, and 25. Still, by using the sutra halving proportionately. Multiply by 5 by multiplying by 10 and halving the result. Let's say we have 26 times 5. Ang una pong gagawin, i-multiply muna natin ito by 10. Mentally, mas madaling mag-multiply ng kahit anong number by 10 na dinadagdagan lang natin ito ng 0 sa dulo. 26 times 10 will give us 260 divided by 2, or half of 260. We can do it already mentally. Half of 200 and half of 60. And we have the result 130. So, 26 times 5 will give us 130. Multiply by 50 by multiplying by 100 and half the result. Ngayon naman, ang ipamumultiply natin instead of 10 ay 100 dahil 50 na ang ating multiplier. Let's say we have 43 times 50. Mas madali ring mag-multiply ng 100 mentally dahil nagdadagdag lang tayo or nag-a-affix ng dalawang 0 sa dulo. 43 times 100 is equal to 4,300 divided by 2, or half of 4,300. Half of 4,000 and half of 300. That will lead us to 2,150. So, if we multiply 43 times 50, we will have the result 2,150. Next is multiply by 25 by multiplying by 100 and half the result twice. Imumultiply po ulit natin ng 100. Pero dalawang ulit po natin itong i-half. Let's say we have 68 times 25. Again, madaling mag-multiply mentally ng by 100. 68 times 100 is equal to 6,800. Half of 6,800 is half of 6,000 and half of 800. That will give us 3,400. And since we're going to half it twice, half again of 3,400. Half of 3,000 and half of 400. And that will lead us to 1,500 plus 200. When we combine them, we will have the result 1,700. So we can multiply mentally 68 times 25. That will lead us to the result 1,700. How about dividing by 5, 50, and 25? And this is math shortcut number 13. Still, by using the sutra, doubling proportionately. So, paano naman kung magdi-divide? Gagamit pa rin tayo ng 10 and 100. Pero sa dulo na natin ito gagamitin. At ipang-divide natin sila o gagamitin natin silang divisor this time. Let me show you how. Divide by 5 by doubling and dividing the result by 10. Let's say the given is 320 divided by 5. First, we double 320. Double 300 and double 20. That will give us 640. Now, you divide it by 10. Sabi ko nga, kapag 10 ang ating divisor, madali itong gawin mentally. 640 divided by 10 is equal to 64. So, 320 divided by 5 is equal to 64. Next is divide by 50 by doubling and dividing the result by 100. Let's say we have 850 divided by 50. First, you double 850, double 800, and double 50. That is 1,600 and 100. Combining them, we get 1,700. You divide it now by 100. Again, madali ring mag-divide kapag ang ating divisor ay 100. 1,700 divided by 100 is equal to 17. So, 850 divided by 50 is equal to 17. Divide by 25 by doubling twice and dividing the result by 100. 325 divided by 25. We double first 325. That is double 300 and double 25 will give us 650. You double it again. 650, doubling it, double 600 and double 50. We get 1,200 and 100. Combining them, we got 1,300. Now you divide it by 100. 1,300 divided by 100 is 13. Now, 325 divided by 25 is equal to 13. Next sutra or technique is called by one more than the one before. Kapag nagbibilang tayo, the next number is always by one more than the one before. Let's say, for example, 20. 1 more than 20 is 21. So how are we going to use this? Math shortcut number 14. Squaring numbers ending in 5. Squaring is multiplying a number by itself. Squaring a number ending in 5 can be simplified using the Vedic math formula or sutra by one more than the one before. Sa tingin ko po, ito ang sutra na pinakamadaling tandaan. Kaya lang, meron tayong general at specific techniques. Ibig sabihin, ang technique na ito ay para lamang sa mga numbers na nag-e-end sa 5. Just like the following examples. 35 squared. Kukunin natin ang unang digit which is 3 at ang 1 more than the one before 3 which is 4. Ibig sabihin, yung kasunod lang po ng unang digit. Imu-multiply natin ito. 3 times 4 equals 12. And the square of 5 is always 25. When we combine these digits, 12 and 25, we mean 1,225. And that is 35 squared. Also, let's have the example 75 squared. Kukunin natin yung unang digit na 7, yung kasunod ng 7 ay 8, imumultiply natin sila. 7 times 8 is 56, and the square of 5, which is 25. Pag samasamahin natin ang digits, we mean 5,625, and that is the square of 75. Another example is 95 squared. Kukunin natin ang 9, ang kasunod ng 9 ay 10. I-multiply natin sila. 9 times 10 is equal to 90. Iduduktong natin ang square of 5, which is 25. 9025, or we mean by 9,025. Another example. The square of 115. This time, we have 3 digits. Kukunin natin yung unang dalawang digit, which is 11. Kasunod ng 11 ay 12. When we multiply 11 by 12, we got 132. And we have the square of 5, which is 25. Combine all these digits, we mean by 13,225. And that is the square of 115. Paano kung may decimal? Pwede ba to? Pwede rin. Let's say the square of 3.5. Kukunin pa rin natin yung unang digit. Anong kasunod nito? 4. Imumultiply natin. 3 times 4 is 12. And we separate it by period or by the decimal. 12 and 25 hundredths. How about if we have 99.5 squared? 99, ang kasunod nito ay 100. Multiply 99 by 100, we get 9,900. And again, the square of 5, which is 25. Combining this, we get 9,900 and 25 hundredths. Paano kung decimal? Ngayon naman, fraction. 4 and 1 half. The square of 4 and 1 half. Kukunin ulit natin yung 4, yung kasunod nito ay 5, multiply them. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. The square of 1/2 or 1/2 times itself, 1/2 times 1/2, that will give us always 1/4. Combining this, we got 20 and 1/4. Again, ito po ay specific technique. Pwede lang siya kapag ang huling number ay 5, ang huling decimal ay 5, at ang fraction ay 1/2. Let's have more multiplication shortcuts. Math shortcut number 15, removing decimals. Minsan, nahihirapan tayong mag-multiply kapag meron ng mga decimals na kasama. So, anong gagawin natin? Let's say we have 430 times 0.2. Let's divide 430 by 10 and let's multiply 0.2 by 10 to give us whole numbers. 43 times 2. Now, we can multiply it mentally. Twice 43 will give us 86. So, 430 times 0.2 is equal to 86. What is 11% of 2,700? 11% is also equivalent to 0.11. 0.11 times 2,700. Let's multiply 0.11 by 100 and let us divide 2,700 by 100 to make them both a whole number. 11 times 27 will give us 297. So 11% of 2,700 is equal to 297. This technique can be extended to decimal and percentage calculations. We can also simply move the decimal point from one place to another to make it a whole number. Moving on to math shortcut number 16, multiplying by 11. Isa ito sa mga teknik na madali ring matandaan. Multiplying by 11 can be performed easily. Makikita nyo dyan sa kaliwa yung traditional method ng pagmumultiply natin by 11. Madali lang siya kasi ang multiplier ay laging 1, pero mahaba. Pero dito sa kanan, makikita nyo yung Vedic method. Ang tawag nga ng iba dyan ay buka method. Ibinubuka yung 45. Lalagay yung 4 at yung 5 sa magkabilang dulo. Para makuha yung panggitnang digit, i-add natin yung 4 at 5, which will give us 9. So, mabilis lang siyang gawin. 495 is the product. Carries may be required when the sum exceeds 9. Paano kapag sobra sa 9 ang digit sum? Let's say, for example, we have 57. Ibubuka natin yung 57. 5 at 7 sa magkabilang dulo. Pag inad natin ang 5 at 7, that will give us 12. Carry the 1 and add to 5, making it 627. 57 times 11 is equal to 627. Also, kung marami na ang digits, 3 digits times 11. Makikita ulit natin dyan ang traditional method na mahaba. Andito naman sa kabila yung Vedic method. Ibubuka lang din natin yung 243. 2 and 3 sa magkabilang dulo. Tapos i-add natin yung kanilang sums. 2 plus 4 ay 6, 4 plus 3 ay 7, giving us 2,673. Carries may be required when a center sum exceeds 9. Kapag sobra na naman sa 9 yung makukuha nating sum para dun sa mga gitnang digits, we will carry it to the next place value. Example, 561. Bubuka ulit natin. 5 and 1 sa magkabilang dulo. I-add natin ang 5 plus 6 is 11. 6 plus 1 is 7. Carry the 1 and add to 5, making it 6,171. 561 times 11 is equal to 6,171. Math shortcut number 17. Multiplying by 9. Isa rin ito sa mga specific technique na magagamit lang natin kapag ang multiplier ay 9. There are two methods. The first is this. An easy way of multiplying by 9 is to consider it as 10 minus 1. Let's say the given is 23 times 9. 23 times 10 minus 23 times 1. 230 minus 23. That will give us 207. So 23 times 9 is equal to 207. Imumultiply natin sa 10 at sa 1 at isusubtract natin sila. Another example, 357 times 9. I-multiply ang 357 sa 10 minus i-multiply ang 357 sa 1. That will give us 3,570 minus 357. That is equal to 3,213. 357 times 9 is equal to 3,213. The second method is like this. 357 times 9. Isusulat natin yung mga digits at dadagdagan natin ang dalawang zero sa magkabila. Kagaya nito, 0, 3, 5, 7, 0. 0 minus 7, that is negative 7. 7 minus 5, that is 2. 5 minus 3, that is 2. 3 minus 0, that is 3. Isusulat natin ngayon ng magkakasama. 3, 2, 2, negative 7. Or, that means 3,220 minus 7. That will give us 3,213. So, 357 times 9 is 3,213. As you can see, we arrive at the same answer. Now we have the digit sums. We're going to have the lessons, definition of digit sum, 9-point circle, casting out nines, and checking with digit sums. Using the sutra, when the samukaya is the same, it is 0. A digit sum is the sum of all the digits of a number and is found by adding all of the digits of a number. The digit sum of 35 is 3 plus 5 equals 8. The digit sum of 142 is 1 plus 4 plus 2 equals 7. If the sum of the digits is greater than 9, then sum the digits of the result again until the result is less than 10. For example, in 57, 5 plus 7 equals 12. Dahil greater than 9 ito, we add again the digits 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the digit sum of 57 is 3. So we always arrive at a digit sum which is one digit number only. Let's take a look at the 9-point circle. Numbers at each point on the circle have the same digit sum. Take a look at the point 2. We have there 11 and 20. Getting the digit sum of 11 give us 2. Getting the digit sum of 20 will also give us 2. Looking at point 7. We have there 16 and 25. 16 will give us the digit sum of 7, and 25 will give us the digit sum of 7 also. When finding the digit sum of a number, nines can be cast out. Halimbawa, napakahaba ng number, napakarami niyang digit, pwede na nating i-disregard o i-cast out yung mga nines. For example, 94,993. I-disregard na natin yung mga 9 o i-cast out na natin. Ang matitira ay 4 at 3. Yun na lang ang i-add natin to get the digit sum. So the digit sum of 94,993 is 4 plus 3 equals 7. When finding the digit sum of a number, Group of numbers that sum to 9 can be cast out. Pwede na rin nating i-disregard o i-cast out yung mga number pairs na nagsasum ng 9. For example, 549,673. Yung 5 and 4, 9 yun. Yung 6 and 3, 9 din. Tanggalin na natin lahat ng mga iyon. Ang matitira na lang ay 7. So the digit sum of 549,673 is 7. Hindi na natin kailangang i-add lahat ng digits. I-cast out natin yung 9 at yung mga numbers na magsasum to 9. Math shortcut number 18. Dividing by 9. Kanina, nag-multiply tayo. Ngayon naman, magdi-divide tayo. Specific multiplier, 9 lang ito. Let's see, we have 32 divided by 9. Ang gagawin lang natin, bring down the first digit, 3, at kunin natin ang digit sums of the number. 3 plus 2. And that will be our remainder. So 32 divided by 9 is equal to 3 remainder 5. Another example, 52 divided by 9. Bring down 5, get the digit sum of 52. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 5 remainder 7. Another example, 75 divided by 9. Bring down 7 and get the digit sums of 75. That is 12. So 7 remainder 12. Pero yung 12, pwede pa tayong makakuha ng isang 9 doon. Kaya, gagawin nating 8 remainder 3. How about if we have bigger numbers? 3,102 divided by 9. Ang gagawin natin, bring down the first digit, then we add to the following digits. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 4 plus 2, that will be your remainder 6. When dividing by 9, the remainder is always the digit sum of the original number. Another example, a 3-digit dividend. 312 divided by 9. Bring down 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2, that will be your remainder 6. So 312 divided by 9 is equal to 34 remainder 6. Another example, paano naman kung ganito ang given? 3,172 divided by 9. From the digits 3, 1, 7, 2, bring down 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 plus 7 equals 11. 11 plus 2 equals the remainder 13. Anong gagawin natin dun sa greater than 9 na nakuha nating sum which is 11? We add 1 to the digit next to it, doon sa kaliwang digit. So it will become 3, 4, 11, remainder 13 will become 351 remainder 13. Pero yung remainder natin malaki pa. Makakakuha pa tayo doon ng isa pang 9. Kaya babawas natin yung 9 at i-add natin ang 1 to the next digit to the left. Kaya magiging 352 remainder 4. Math shortcut number 19. Checking with digit sums in addition. For example, we have 21 plus 14 equals 35. Ang gagawin natin, kunin natin ang digit sums ng mga addends. Digit sum of 21 is 3. Digit sum of 14 is 5. 3 plus 5 equals 8. Yun ba ang digit sum ng nakuhang sagot kanina na 35? The digit sum of 35 is also 8. Pareho sila, kaya ang sagot ay tama. Another example, 26 plus 35 equals 61. Digit sum of 26 is 8. Digit sum of 35 is also 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Or the digit sum is 7. Ang sagot niya ay 61. Ang digit sum ba nito ay 7? Tama. Kung gayon, tama ang sagot na 61. If the sum of the digit sums does not equal the digit sum of the sum, then there's a problem. Kailangan yung makukuhang sagot, pareho ang digit sum nito at yung maa-add natin na sums ng mga digit sums. Pwede rin natin itong gamitin sa subtraction. Pero ima-minus naman natin ang mga makukuha nating digit sums. Lastly, we have math shortcut number 20, checking with digit sums in multiplication. For example, we have 21 times 14 equals 294. Let us check if the product 294 is correct. Kunin muna natin ang digit sums ng factors. 21 digit sum is 3. 14 digit sum is 5. Imu-multiply natin ang mga nakuhang digit sums. 3 times 5 equals 15 or the digit sum of 6. Kunin natin ang digit sums ng nakuhang product. 2 plus 9 plus 4. That is 11 plus 4 equals 15. And 1 plus 5 is 6. So pareho. Ibig sabihin, tama ang kanyang product. Another example. 26 times 35 equals 910. Get the digit sums of the factors first. 26, the digit sum is 8. 35, the digit sum is also 8. Let's multiply the digit sums of the factors. 8 times 8 equals 64. Getting the digit sum, 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 is 1 and 0, that is also equal to 1. Ano ang digit sum ng nakuha niyang product? 910. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 0 is 10. 1 plus 0 is also 1. Pareho. Ibig sabihin, tama ang product. If the product of the digit sums does not equal the digit sum of the product, then there's a problem. Pag magkaiba ang nakuha nating digit sum ng product at ang nakuhang product ng mga digit sum ng factors, ibig sabihin, mali ang nakuhang product. Use digit sums to check the following. Here's the answer. For number 1, addition. 358, the digit sum is 7. 245, the digit sum is 2. And when we add the digit sums, that is the total of 9. Check natin kung ang kanyang nakuhang sum na 603 have the same digit sums. 6 plus 0 plus 3, the digit sum of 603 is also 9. So number 1 answer is correct. Number 2, 684, digit sum is 9. 502, digit sum is 7. This time, we're going to subtract the digit sums. 9 minus 7 equals 2. Let's check if the digit sum of the difference 182 is also 2. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Digit sum of 11 is also 2. So the difference 182 is also correct. And for the third one, multiplication. Digit sum of 815 is 5. And 3 is also 3. Multiplying the digit sums of the factors 5 and 3, we get 15. Or if we get the digit sum of it, that is 4. Let's check if the product has the same digit sums. 2,425. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 5 is 13. Digit sum of 13 is 4. It is the same. So the product is correct. Now let's try to test your skills. Kaya po kaya nating ma-solve ito in less than 2 minutes nang hindi gumagamit ng calculators or any devices and just by solving it mentally? Because with Vedic math, we can. As I end my discussion, let me leave you with this quote from Derek Landy. Every solution to every problem is simple. It's the distance between the two where the mystery lies. This has been Alexis V. de la Cruz, your certified teacher of Vedic Maths, saying thank you and happy learning! Here are my references. MATH-Inic books and ebooks. I've also used the following websites as my references.